Hey, good morning, folks. Late start because I actually woke up around like 5 in the morning, then went back to sleep, and then woke up around 9. So I have a full day today. I need to finish up some stuff at the church, finish getting in some practice, do some other odds and ends, work on some websites, and then I have a wedding rehearsal that I have to play at. So let's see what else we can get into today. Let's go. So pretty much after I got home from church, I went ahead and knocked out setting up Zoho for New Jerusalem Baptist Church. Got the email set up for did 5 generic emails. One was the admin, one is info, the other one is pastor, the other one is prayer, and I forgot what the other one was. I think, actually, let me take that back. I think I got one more available. But that is cool. I talked to the pastor. We're going to be catching up next week to get all the rest of I got stuff all on my face. Set up all the rest of the stuff when it comes to ministries and things like that. I think I got the template that I wanted to work with. Also, talked with Stephanie, sent her a link to the website that I'm redoing their church's website. And then my friend Pastor Satterwhite, with Total Man Ministries, that's the other website that I'm gifting to a church. That's the guy that I know and wanted to help him out there. And then we still have the Learning Center at my church that I'm redoing their website. I did all their emails as well as Zoho, but I don't think they ever used it. So I'm gonna revisit that to make sure everything is still set up. What else do we got going on? I brought my ladder with me today, so instead of me waiting until Monday, I'm going to go up and finish up the conduit and all that other stuff in the chapel. It shouldn't take me that long. And then I'm going to move the ladder into the sanctuary and, get the wires for our front camera organized, probably dust up there, because I know no one has been up there to dust since it's so high. And what else I got on? Practice for this wedding that I have to go through. One of the songs I know, the other one, I need to refresh myself to make sure I get it down. The way, at least when it comes to music for me, I normally know the song, listen to it multiple times, so it's like I can literally hum the entire song inside my head. And most of the time, if there are parts that I forget, as long as I know the song, I can, improvise and play around it to where it sounds close to what it is not the original. But I'm working on that. I was told by the wedding planner that it was going to be a short wedding. Not that that really matters. I always make sure I get the best, whatever. Then, I got to get all cleaned up and all this other stuff, and I'm going to find out the colors this afternoon. Also, I had Liberty Baptist Church contacted me. They were the ones I took you with me a while ago. I forgot what vlog number it is, but I'll link it up over here when I edit this. But pretty much, they contacted me because they were building out a media booth. I installed the stuff, and then they were building out a booth, and I went and visited there a while ago. I think that was the same vlog I took y'all with me. And I think they finished that, and they want to order some more conduit from me so that they can, I guess, cover up the wires based off of what they've done. So I'll be heading back down there once I pick up everything to install it, because there's no point in me ordering it, and then I'm assuming they want me to come down there and install it. I am supposed to be hearing back from a church today to start doing their video announcements, as well as building some computers for them. And then I have another church that's doing kind of like the exact same thing. So I'll be building about maybe 3 to 5 computers all at the same time. So I think that would be cool. Maybe I can get my nephew, or maybe Justin again, or Anthony, some other kids from my church who have always been interested in it. And I have enough computers, and they're pretty much the same, so I can have all of us do it at the same time. So I think that would be cool. But wait for that. And let me go here because they're doing some road construction, and I'm trying to get across this road here. because they had as you see, the little backhoe is driving super slow across the road. So let me go this back way. I don't know, I got a lot of stuff going on. Didn't get a chance to play video games like I wanted to when I got home, but we shall see. Alrighty, got my ladder set up. I need to move this pew out of the way so I can get close to the wall. Dang, I forgot my drywall saw, so let me go up here. So I need to unscrew these, move this out the way, do the same thing. And like I said, the setup is going to take longer than what I actually need to do.
A few moments later.
All right, number one down. And I don't know why, oh my gosh, it's like there's no air conditioning in that corner. It's like super hot. So, all right, so now let's go for number two.
One eternity later.
All right, all done. So now I guess in here it's officially done. There's always, like I said, thinking about putting a mini computer on that so we can connect to the service in here, similar to what we did in the security room, but that's not a priority right now. And I'm a little tired. So let me head over to move this ladder over to the sanctuary and relocate my car, and then we'll try and relax for a little bit. All right, I'm feeling a little winded. I guess I didn't eat enough and I'm just tired. I didn't realize going up in the stairs like that would drain me as much as it did. So I'm just gonna pretty much just stay over here and just work until it's time for me to head to the wedding rehearsal. I am going to start on our announcements for this week. And because I think it's only like one new announcement that I have to do, everything else we already have, and that's the idea of making your announcements modular. So you make just that video by itself, and then at the end you can either do it as a playlist on Worship Extreme, Pro Presenter, or Easy Worship, whatever plan that you want to do. Shoot, you can actually just put it as a stack of videos in Media Player or whatever player that's on the Mac, and you can just play it in order if you want to. What I do is take all those sections, put it in another timeline, put music on it, and then render it that way. But I could still just grab the completed announcement that has no music to it separately. Since I finished everything in the chapel, there's really no reason for me to come back here Monday, but I probably will, because then I'll just come here and it's dedicated just time to do the Chatworth School, to do the before and after footage, and I'll be editing that throughout the week so they'll be ready for whenever they have the open house. So if there are no new announcements, I should be able to knock out all the announcements now instead of having to worry about it tomorrow. All right, so let me go ahead and get into that. All right, my plan got interrupted. They came in now the sanctuary and they're vacuuming and cleaning up for Sunday, so I can't do any voiceover stuff since there's too much noise. So I'm gonna have to do the rest of the announcement when I get home. So I am just continuing work on this church's website. All right, so against my better judgment, I'm actually gonna take the ladder and look back at this stuff back behind here. So this is how we did. This is just a regular Revo, I believe it is, blank control that allows us to turn on the camera, zoom in and out. That's really the only function that we use it for. And it goes to a 2.5 millimeter connection. Then this is a 2.5 millimeter female to 3.5 millimeter adapter. This is just a 3.5 millimeter coupler, and then this is just a stereo connection, and then this is a Balun that goes to a Cat 6, and then the Cat 6, this is nothing but just a shorter cable. It's just another actually Cat 5e that runs all the way up there. So that is this cable right here. So we run two of these. One of them is going to power here, and then the other one is going for that one. And then we still have this as a backup, which is connected right now. which honestly, it doesn't hurt to have that connected. So it could have been either way. But again, I'm going up there because nothing has been addressed or looked at in there for maybe about 2 years. So just want to get up there, and honestly, I might even want to, dang, I forgot. I was going to bring my smart plug, the Lover smart adapter, and put it up there. But oh well, because there's a converter back there that stays on the whole time. So I might just hold off in doing this until I have that converter, because there's no point in going up there and having to go up there again. So never mind, crisis averted. I'll get back on there maybe Monday. Alright, I think I got the shell of everything done for the church's website. They don't have a logo, so that's why it's just text. We got their number, their email that we had set up through Zoho. And again, this is just dummy data right now, filling out everything, but we have the shell of everything. We got a sermons page, we got an about us that does not go anywhere, it's just a label. But then we have a page for the pastor, for the staff when I get that information, a list of ministries when I have that there, which honestly I might turn into just a blog post. Will probably be easier to post there for that. We have an events page, which really doesn't have anything. I left one of the dummy ones there so I can have a comparison. We have galleries to where we can start adding stuff, pictures of different events, the news, aka the blog, and a contact page. For whatever reason, the map is not showing up with the Google API, so I need to change that. The only thing else I will probably add is maybe a prayer page, submit a prayer request. And they're not live streaming right now, but I could easily add another page here for just live streaming, as well as media stuff, but that will probably go under galleries. So I will probably do a drop down similar to this, but under galleries, and then do a breakdown of pictures, video, live stream, something like that. But again, they're not at the point of doing that yet, but I think we've made some good progress. Got all their information there, we got tags and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll be happy with that, and then next week we'll be populating all the stuff out with more information. Alright, so I'm winding down my time here in the media booth, and I just realized that it's third Sunday. So 2 of the people who are in the media booth are going to be singing Sunday. Somebody else is a football coach. They have a football game, and then another person is on vacation. So most likely, let me unplug this phone. So all of this stuff, I'm gonna drop my phone. All of this stuff here, the camera 1, 2, the video mixer, camera 3, the Pro Presenter system, doing scripture, sound, the recording, the live stream, and finally, projectors, of course, and then last camera right here. I'm pretty much gonna have to be running the whole thing myself Sunday. Joy! But the good thing is, the more and more you delve into this stuff, you don't want to get you don't want to get overwhelmed. But as time has gone on, pretty much all the stuff except for the sound system and those 2 towers, everything else has been changed since then. We've introduced all this stuff, so I'm comfortable with all of it. But even though I'm comfortable with everything, I'm not silly enough to try and man all this stuff as if it was 5 copies of me. So what I normally focus on, and this is the reason why I have this stuff networked, is since this has dual screens, I normally have this have the computer set up, and this is where I pretty much do all my stuff here. I handle the scripture. I can also bring up the ATEM software here and control everything. And since we got a bigger TV, I'm just going to turn this TV in the direction so I can see, and all of the cameras. This one is going to be locked onto the right podium. The other one is going to be locked onto the left. The front camera I'm probably not even going to use. and I'm just gonna be stuck between just this back camera. And that way I alleviate having to jump around all over the place. I only have to really focus on one system, because now once I get the live stream set up, I really don't have to touch it at all anymore. And it's kind of easy to maintain this. I know I say kind of easy because it's still a lot of stuff to go. So my main system, I'm just going to be bouncing between these two to handle the sound, which actually I can control from this computer. We rarely use it, but there is an app and it's connected by over USB, and I can control this there without having to jump over here. So it's all about maintaining something that's easily repeatable. So again, as I said, and I tell my folks up here, just because I know everything on the computers, because I built all of them up here, doesn't mean that I try to run all of them at the same time. I make it as simple as possible. So you're not going to have all these flowing dynamic camera angles and stuff like that. You're going to get a wide shot. If there's a soloist, it's going to be a wide shot with the soloist in it. That's it, because I don't want to be running back and forth. So the first procedure, what I would do, and this was similar to my Sunday vlog when I showed everything I did, is the live streaming system is going to be set up and start recording at 9:45, and it's going to just loop over with the basic graphics of saying we're going to be starting soon. I already set up everything except for the hymn, because it was not submitted to us on time, so I did not put it in there. Unless somebody calls it out, that's when I'll put it in there. But other than that, you need to submit it to us by Wednesday. I know it sounds like a jerk move, but that's what makes stuff easily repeatable, instead of not everybody can add a new song 5 minutes before it goes in. That's why we just ask for it to be done early, so that we can do a great job with what we do up here, because we want to be prepared. And again, I'm a musician, so I know it was very easy to submit it if you actually did. But anyway, and then I get all this stuff set up. This system, honestly, I won't be using, because I'll be manning the cameras from the ATEM software here, and then this remote I can move and can easily adjust any of that camera right there by itself. And then everything else is not going to be touched. So we start the live stream at 9:45. I start recording on the hyperdeck at the same time, and those will just run. And I think I have an extension for USB, so I could move over the stream deck right beside this computer, so I really don't need to move. I might think about doing that. I actually have a USB extension around here somewhere. And this could be a one-man operation. Like I said, I don't really encourage that unless you really know what you're doing, but it can be. And even if we switched out to the ADA imaging PTZs like I've been installing in other churches, then it would just be one remote that can control all of the cameras, and you really could do everything, because the only thing I'm jumping back over here for is just to see the multi-view. But I procrastinated a little bit. I did not listen to the second song of the wedding rehearsal like I really needed to. So what I'm going to do is take this last amount of time before the Learning Center shuts down and they lock the doors to go over that music, and then I'm going to be heading to the other side of town to get ready for this wedding rehearsal. All right, so I completely forgot with loading up everything in my car, I didn't bring my amp. So I'm gonna borrow the church's amp and take that with me for this wedding, since I'm gonna be back here Sunday. No, there's no choir rehearsal that I know of that's on Saturday. They haven't been doing that in a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this with me and head on to the west side of Richmond. We are in a wedding flow right now, so we're at the rehearsal. We're just getting started. So I am editing this vlog for today, and that's about it. I'm gonna do a little bit of reading and start getting prepped for the wedding tomorrow. I hope you like this type of content. If you do, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other great videos here. And we will see you tomorrow for Wedding Flow. Later.